law-abiding citizens, are you? I see you believe in the Bible. Tell me, what does it say there about obeying the government?
Fear God and honor the Queen.
The Bible doesn't say that.
No, it says fear God, honor the King. In our case, that is the Queen.
It's not the king or the queen. We are the legal government now, and you are the lawbreakers.
In 1939, the flames of war swept over Europe. But the global war that would soon rage across the continent had already started at home.
Fathers, mothers, sisters, and brothers were being torn away from their homes and families, sent away to camps, and outright murdered, simply for their faith in God.
In this true story, we see Corrie and Betsy ten Boom not only struggle to survive, but serve God through their steadfast testimony of thankfulness and forgiveness.
These sisters prove their faith and love for God, and ultimately find a fortress beneath the shadow of the Almighty in
The Hiding Place
by Corrie ten Boom.
Where are the Jews?
There aren't any Jews.
Where do you hide the ration cards?
I don't know what you're
That is your secret room.
Lord Jesus, protect me!
If you say that name again,
I will kill you.
the cell was deep and narrow, scarcely wider than the door. Corrie sank down to a narrow bed and fell into a fresh paroxysm of coughs as a cloud of choking black dust rose from the filthy straw mattress.
Then prison boredom, which I soon learned to fear, above all else, settled over the cell. At first, I attempted to relieve it by talking with the others. But though they were courteous as people can be who are living literally on top of one another, they turned aside my questions, and I never learned much about them. Fleas! Betsy, there's fleas! Betsy, how can we live in such a place?
Show us. Show us how, Lord. That's it. Corrie, he's given us the answer before we ask, as he always does. In the Bible this morning, what was that part? Read it.
It was in 1 Thessalonians. Here it is. Rejoice always, pray constantly, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus.
That's it. That's his answer, Corrie. Give thanks in all circumstances. We can start right now. Such is being assigned here together.
Oh, yes, Lord Jesus.
Such is but what you're holding in your hand.
Yes. Thank you that there was no inspection when we entered here. Thank you for the women in this room who will meet you in these pages.
Yes, thank you for the crowd in here, since we're packed so close that many more would hear. Corrie?
Oh, all right. Thank you for the jammed, crammed, stiffened, packed, suffocating crowds.
And thank you for the fleas.
The fleas? This was too much. Betsy, there is no way even God can make me grateful for the fleas.
It says give thanks in all circumstances, not just pleasant circumstances.
So there we stood between the bunks and gave thanks for the fleas. But this time, I was sure that Betsy was wrong.
The biggest problem was weakness. One morning, after a hard night's rain, they arrived to find the ground sodden and heavy.
Schneller! Schneller! No! You lazy spy!
You better let me tunnel along my little spoonfuls, or I'll have to stop altogether.
I decide who's to stop.
It was the week before Christmas that Betsy woke up, unable to move either her legs or arms. Please, my sister is sick. She's got to get to the hospital, please.
Extended detention. State your number.
Prisoner 66730 reporting. Please, my sister is sick.
If she's sick, she can register for sick
But
call.
I thought that
If she's sick, she can register for sick call.
Betsy. We'll be together, Betsy. You and I, always together. You're sure about this?
Oh, always together, Corrie. You and I, always together. We must tell people, Corrie. We must tell people that there is no pit so deep that he is not deeper still. They will listen to us, Corrie, because we have been here.
But when will all this happen, Betsy?
Now, or right away, before the first For there lay Betsy, her eyes closed as if in sleep, her face full and young. The care lines, the grief lines, the deep hollows of hunger and disease were simply gone.
For in front of me was the Betsy of Harlem, happy and at peace, stronger and freer. This was the Betsy of heaven, bursting with joy and health.
Now what tied Corrie to Betsy was the hope of heaven.
It was morning when over the loud roll call speaker came the words,
Ten boom, Cornelia.
I have been prisoner 66730 for so long, I almost failed to react to my name.
Stand to the side.
What was going on? Why had I been singled out? Had someone reported the Bible?
And Lawson.
And Lawson? Released? Was the woman then free? Was this where we all? He called a name, a prisoner stepped forward, a signature, a stamp.
And Lawson. Ten boom, Cornelia. Certificate of discharge.
It was Betsy that I missed every moment of every day since. It was Betsy who I thought to find back here in Harlem, in the watch shop, in the home she loved. But she wasn't here. For the first time since her death, I remembered.
We must tell people, Corrie. We must tell them what we've learned.
It was that very week that I began to speak. If this was God's new plan for me, then He would supply the courage and the words. And sure enough, in their own time, in their own ways, people worked out the deep pain within them.
A hunger for Betsy's story seemed to increase with time, and Corrie traveled all over Holland, to other parts of Europe, and even to the United States.
It was at a church service in Munich that I saw the guard.
How grateful I am for your message, Fräulein. To think that, as you say, he has washed my sins away.
Even as the angry, vengeful thoughts boiled through me, I saw the sins of them. Jesus Christ had died for this man. Was I going to ask for more? Lord Jesus, forgive me and help me to forgive him.